You were the smart kid, the one who finished tests before anyone else, who got praised for knowing the answers, not asking the questions. You were the one people said had so much potential. And now, you feel stuck, confused, frustrated. Somewhere between straight A's and real life, something went wrong. And you're wondering if I'm so smart. Why does life feel so hard? Here's the truth. Being smart doesn't guarantee success. In fact, it might be getting in your way. Because intelligence, the kind we reward in school, isn't the same as wisdom. It's not the same as emotional resilience, consistency, or action. And the world doesn't pay you for being smart. It pays you for being useful. Let's talk about why intelligent people like you, often struggle the most. 1. Overthinking everything. Smart people have powerful minds. That means they can imagine endless scenarios. They can analyze every path, every outcome. But that also means they get trapped in loops. They overthink everything. From career choices, to what to say in an email, to whether to start that side project or not. While others are out there doing, the smart ones are still planning, still researching, still waiting for the right time. But here's the thing. Overthinking is just fear in disguise. Sometimes you have to act before you're ready. 2. Perfectionism, paralysis. Smart people don't just want to do things, they want to do them perfectly. Because growing up, perfection was rewarded. Perfect test scores, perfect essays, perfect behavior. But in life, perfection kills momentum. It turns ideas into drafts that never get published. It makes you restart over and over, chasing an illusion. The world doesn't need perfect, it needs finished. Done is better than perfect, and that's something many smart people never learn. 3. School trained you for the wrong game. You were trained to win in school. Memorize, obey, excel, get the highest grades, and you win. But life isn't a classroom. There's no syllabus, no grades, no teacher watching over you, just you and the decisions you make daily. And guess what? In real life, the person with average intelligence, but relentless execution, often wins. Life rewards those who can adapt, not just those who can think. 4. Identity trap. The smart one. Being the smart one becomes a trap. It's your identity, your whole self-worth wrapped up in being competent, so you avoid things you might fail at. You fear looking stupid. You say, I'm not ready yet, but really you're scared to be seen trying. You'd rather not try than try and fail, because failure threatens your identity. But here's the twist. True intelligence isn't about always being right. It's about being brave enough to be wrong and grow. 5. Fear of failure. Because you rarely faced it before. When you're smart, you succeed easily, at least at first. You didn't have to struggle like others. That's a blessing and a curse, because you never built failure muscles. You never learned how to fall and get back up. So when failure finally comes, and it feels like a collapse, like your entire foundation cracked. But failure is the price of growth. If you're not failing, you're not stretching. You're just coasting. And no one grows from the comfort zone. 6. Unrealistic expectations. Smart people often expect too much from themselves, because their whole lives they heard you're gifted, you're different, you'll do big things. So they think they're behind if they're not millionaires by 25. They feel like failures if they haven't written a book, started a company, or found their purpose. But life doesn't work on a fixed timeline. It unfolds unevenly, awkwardly, beautifully, and success comes in seasons. Lowering your expectations doesn't mean aiming low. It means respecting reality and giving yourself space to become. 7. Lack of action muscle. The biggest gap in smart people isn't knowledge. It's execution. They think too much, plan too much, wait too long. They believe success comes from thinking better. But actually, it comes from doing imperfectly repeatedly. From sending that email, posting that video, starting that project today, not someday. Smart people know what to do, but they don't build the muscle of doing it consistently. And in the end, consistency beats brilliance. Every single time. 8. Comparison and self-doubt. Smart people compare. They notice everything: who's doing better, who's ahead, who seems happier. They scroll through social media and feel behind. They see their classmates buying houses, getting promotions, launching startups, and ask what's wrong with me, but you don't see their struggles. You only see their highlight reel. And the truth is, comparison robs you of joy and of your own path. You don't have to be the best. You just have to be yours. Closing the shift that changes everything. So if you're smart, but stuck, if you feel like your brain is both your gift and your burden, here's the shift. Stop trying to be the smartest. Start trying to be the bravest. Be the one who shows up, who tries, who fails, learns, and keeps going. Because success doesn't come from winning the mental Olympics. It comes from courage, from action, from being okay with looking foolish and doing it anyway. You already have the mind. Now build the will. And maybe, just maybe, that's when everything changes.